welcome back to my channel. Let's get into this date night makeup routine. So first of all, we're going to be using the Bobbi Brown as our face base. This is going to serve as a moisturizer. It can really be a moisturizer and a primer, but I use it for a moisturizer in this look. I'm going to go in with my primer. This is going to be the Milk Hydro Grip Primer. I love using this primer to grip that makeup because we needed to stay on all night. I need my man to look at me and I need him to look at me well because this makeup is going to be set. Okay, I don't need him to see a blemish, nothing. Now let's go on with the foundation. I'm going to be using this Nars foundation because I need to be looking luminous during this date night. Okay, I need the skin to be glowing. I need him to not be able to take his eyes off of me. So what perfect way to do that than to use who, what, Nars. Oh, okay. Look at my skin. I know. We ain't even got to talk about it. We ain't even got to talk about it. Yes, immediately, yes. But let's get into the concealers. So we're using 3 different ones. I'm going to be using the Nars one so it can be closer to my skin tone so that we can get some type of brightening effect, but not too much. We're going to go ahead and use the walnut shade. Y'all, I used to not like this concealer shade, but it's serving its purpose. It's rubbing off on me. So I'm going to go ahead and put this underneath my eyes, kind of just in my T-zone. I need to be giving awake. I don't need to be looking sleepy. I need that man to not be able to take his eyes off of me, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get that on and let it sit for a little minute. I told y'all it was date night, so we're gonna throw everything on. Okay, we're gonna use the Cookie. This is the Too Faced concealer in Cookie. We're gonna be selective with this, only putting it in areas where I want to shine, you know, a little brightening effect. Okay, I'm gonna be using my elf camo concealer. Love that concealer down, and I know it's deep, but we need it. I need to look bronze, I need to look contour, I need to look snatched, literally. That's what I need. And this is what this concealer gives. Because if it's a date, what's not clicking? It's a date. I need to be looking snatched. My face is the card. It's the currency. Face card never decline. I need him to remember how chiseled my cheeks were and how bronze I was. Okay. So I'm going to blend that out with the e.l.f. brush, making sure I keep it controlled in those areas while I let my concealer dry down. Once you let your concealer dry down, it really gives you that pigmentation that you need. You never want to just apply it wet concealer on and just immediately blend it out. I fear, sister, you are not getting the coverage that you need because you need to let it dry down. You can use a fan, or like me, since I'm rushing, I'm going to let it sit there and then I'm blend out my contour while that is sitting there, and it's going to dry down and it's going to give me that pigmentation. I fear that you are not getting your money's worth if you don't do this either. So make sure you do it. Thank me later. Now we're going to go ahead and blend out the concealer. I like to start out with the forehead, nose, and chin because I don't like the center areas to like be too pigmented because I feel like it doesn't look well. It's not a seamless blend. So I would like that to be less pigmented than my under eye, if that makes sense. I don't want too much attention on my nose. Like having a cake of makeup on the nose is just not flattering to me. So yeah, I need that man to look at the whole face, not one part. Okay. I'm gonna use my beauty blender to blend this out seamlessly. I feel like a beauty blender gives you that airbrush effect. So go ahead and pull that beauty blender out. Come on, pull it out. Chop chop. Like I said, let the concealer dry down. Okay. So now we're gonna use the e.l.f. camo blush. I need to be blushing before he makes me blush. What better way to do it than with e.l.f.? Pink those cheeks out. Look, I feel like blush makes your cheeks look kissable. Ain't that what you want? I want it to look kissable. Don't kiss it though. Look, but don't touch. Kiss when I take the makeup off. But yeah, I want to look kissable, and I really enjoyed this blush. I feel like it's good. Let's get into the setting powder because we look wet right now. We want to dry it down. We want to set it down. So we're going to use the One Size Translucent Setting Powder, my favorite brush, the Real Techniques brush. I don't bake anymore. I'm not a baker. I set. So I'm just gonna press, 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 and then go on about my business. Okay. Now we're gonna get into the powder, bronzer, and contour to set those wet products as well. Go ahead and chisel that nose out. We're not gonna do too much. We're gonna do a light bronzing effect on the nose. You never want to go too harsh. And then we're gonna get into the powdered blush. This is the Juvia's Place Volume 5 palette. I love this palette. I feel like it just does it all. But yeah, make sure when you have wet products that you're setting it with dry products, okay? We're going to go into eyebrow pencils. This is going to be my Morphe pencil in the shade Java. We're just going to chisel the brows out. Nothing too much. We don't want the blocky brows. We really don't want the bushy ones either, but they warming up to me. So just do your brows. I'm going to use some concealer. It's the walnut shade just to blend it out so I can put a little bit of bronzer on top of my eyelids just so they can get touched with some flush of color. And then let's get to the lips. My favorite. So we're going to be using the MAC lip liner in Chestnut, the NYX lip gloss in Fortune Cookie, and we're just going to rub it all in, smack the lips together, put on some mascara. This is Huda Beauty. And then go ahead and put the lashes on and line our lash line down. This is the Inglot. I'm using a disposable lip brush, and I just literally do one swipe. It's so quick. Next, I'm going into the Fenty highlighter in How Many Carats because I need my cheeks to be shining on this day, and we gotta set it off. Set it. I need it to stay on all night because you never know. We might be at dinner, then we might go somewhere else to the movies. You never know. Set the face, get it right. But yeah, let me know if you like this video. Comment some products that you liked from this video and what you think of this look. And let me know some of your date night makeup faves. See you in the next video. Bye.